Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing today? I've got that big light shining right up there in your all's face. Sorry about that. I don't know what to do. My kitchen just is what it is. Well, Evan has ordered up some gravy and biscuit this morning, so I'm going to make the 2-ingredient biscuit. If you've never made 2-ingredient biscuits, you need to stick around. I made biscuits the old-fashioned way for 50 years. And, you're never too old to learn something new. You're never too old to learn something new. So stay tuned. We're going to make some biscuits and gravy. Okay, guys. I have got my flour and my heavy whipping cream. That's the only two things you need. Is self-rising flour and heavy whipping cream. And I have made biscuits the old-fashioned way all of my life. And about a year or so ago, I came across this. I thought, well, that sounds good. I just wonder if it really works. Let me pause you all just a second, get this up just a little bit. I think that's a little better. Hopefully, I'm not blinding you with the lights above me. Anyway, we're going to make some 2-ingredient biscuits. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to measure out some flour. Now, if you only need to make a small batch of biscuits, then this is a batch for you. If you need more biscuits, if you're going to be making for more people, then you need to double this, you have to increase it as you have the need. Let me get my measuring spoon. And I usually don't measure because actually with this, just put as much flour in there as you want. Keep pouring the liquid in until it gets, into a stiff dough ball. You really don't have to, but I'm doing this so that hopefully it helps. I'm going to put 2 cups of flour in here. Because I make my biscuits about 3/4 of an inch. I found that they do a lot better if I make them about 3/4 of an inch thick. Okay, now, got my flour in there. I'm going to put just a little flour on my little mat here because I am going to put it out on that. But I'm going to scoop this over just a little bit here while I do this. This is my pan. I've got a greased pan. I put just a little bit of oil and rubbed it around in it. Let me get my spoon. Now, the heavy whipping cream, it takes 1.5 cups for 2 cups of flour. There's 1 cup. There's about 1.5 cups. Now, I'm going to take my spoon. I'm going to stir this around, as you can see. Now, you can tell it's pretty stiff. See? Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my hand. And yes, my hands are clean. I've had a shower. I've washed my hands probably 4 times since I got out of the shower. And my oven is ready. Now, this is going to make a stiff ball. You want to try to get all of it you can out of the bowl. Now, it makes a ball like this. And you're just going to lay it down here on your mat. And you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you're going to turn it over like that, and you're going to press it out. About the thickness you want your biscuits to be. Okay, let me wash my hands real quick. I can't stand the goo on my hands. I always tell my husband he's OCD, but I guess we're all a little OCD in some respects. Some people that doesn't bother to get that on their hands. And then there's people like me that it does. Let me get my biscuit cutter. I thought I had everything out. I always think I've got everything out until I get over here. And then I don't have everything out. Imagine that. I know none of you all would ever do that. See, let me put my biscuit right there. Now, I'm going to I just dipped my biscuit cutter down in some flour here to start. And I'm going to start right here along the edge. Okay? You want to try to get as many biscuits as you can. Now, come out of there. You can see, kind of, actually mine are usually a little thicker than that. Some of them probably will be. This one is a little thicker. See? And you're going to bake these on 425 degrees for about 12 minutes. Okay? And you want to try to leave some room between them. Don't, if your biscuits touch, they don't cook as well. That one's really good. That's a good size right there. See, it's as thick as my finger. Now, I'm going to take my dough that I have here, and I'm just going to press it back together. And you can put just a little more flour back on your just kind of get it back together in a dough ball. Then flip it back over. Press it back out again. Now, I should have enough to make 2 biscuits here. Pretty good biscuits. Okay. This last one, let me see if I can scoot these around a little bit. I think I can get one more in there. I might make 2 little ones. I used to do this for my kids all the time. If I had any that right down next to the end, I would make a little, a couple little biscuits. They would fight over those little biscuits. Why? I don't know. Oh, I think I got enough for one more big biscuit. There we go. Now, see if I can get this in there. There we go. Maybe. It's hard getting 2, 4, 6, 7 2, 4, 6. That made 7 biscuits, guys. So that's 7 big biscuits, okay? Now, let me set this out of the way. And I'm going to put these in the oven on 425 degrees. Don't want to get that on my glasses. For 12 minutes. Then I'm going to turn it on broil for just, and you've got to stand there and watch it. You can't walk away from it while it's browning, because I'm going to tell you something. You walk away for 30 seconds, it's turned into 1.5 minutes, and you got burned biscuits. So don't do that. But I will be right back. Okay, guys, we're back. Drum roll! The biscuits are ready. I must be feeling a little better this morning. I'm not hurting all over the place when I first get up, sometimes anyway. So, with the biscuits are ready, and I'm going to let you see what they look like. There you go, guys. Look at them big old pretty biscuits. And if you like them darker, let them get darker. If you like them lighter, however you like them. I just fix things the way we like them. And that is how you make 2 ingredient biscuits. Guys, a 10-year-old could learn to do this. If I could learn how to make the old-fashioned biscuits at 12, my mom taught me I was making biscuits by the time I was 12-year-old. I was in there fiddling around. I'd aggravate my mom to death until she let me learn how to make them. But anyway, get you a big plate of biscuits. They'll go good with gravy and some strawberry jam or sausage or, lots of things. Evan loves maple syrup on them.
Yeah,
look at that.
It's so good.
We will be back in a minute. We're going to be making some gravy in just a few minutes, so stay tuned. If you've never made white gravy that goes over biscuits, now I'm not talking about brown gravy. This is Southern white gravy. I'll talk to you all later. Bye. Love you guys.